8 guys out tonight, including Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. So Ricky Council IV getting his first career start. It's easy to underestimate your opponent when the guys you're expecting to play aren't available. Sixers lose the ball there, so it'll be OKC's underneath.
It's got to be key. We saw Kelly miss an early open look. You've got to make the ones that are open if the Sixers want to have a chance to stay in this ball game, as Hartenstein responds with a layup. That's what we were talking about, those pick sixes. Yep. You've got to limit those.
They are first in the NBA in points off of turnovers, Alan. 23 points per game.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to make extra effort plays.
Just got to keep the energy and effort up for as long as possible tonight, because this guy and the Thunder, this is wrapping up a 4-game road trip for SGA and the Thunder. Leaning in the lane, and that's 2 more for Gilgeous-Alexander.
OKC's having their day in the sun now, but they've been patient over the years after lots of years of, let's call it, development.
Yeah, that is Lou Dort. But so far, guys who are available have played well. SGA turns around, lays it up and in the West. Last year going into the postseason, they fell to Dallas in the 2nd round. And they are the 1 seed again as SGA draws the first personal on Kelly Oubre Jr.
Young teams in the league. And down at the bottom, where do your Sixers fall? They are the oldest.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And SGA surprisingly misses the first at 90% free throw shooter. The Pistons don't look now. Detroit has won 10 after the turnover. OKC, none the worse for it.
They converge so well on the ball. I'll use a football term, pursuit. Right, on defense, you're pursuing the ball. The more bodies you can get to the ball.
Dort's first miss from outside tonight. Ricky the weak side rebound, and Council's gonna push. Trying to sneak it down to Bona. SGA so quick off the floor. And numbers here for the Thunder. SGA will dunk it down.
Little 3-2 zone here, reminiscent of the old Temple under John Chaney defense.
SGA all the way to the rack. On the deck.
Yeah, Temple played it a little better than they did on that exchange.
This is Justin Edwards, the Philly native. Bona had the offensive rebound, but couldn't hang on to it. Dort, though, able to take it away from Bona. A couple of Sixers didn't talk about it. They were fighting over the rebound by themselves, and SGA has 3 more. Knicks are in town tomorrow, so that's the hope there. Kelly left alone in the corner, halfway down, and it rims out.
Going the other way.
4th turnover, last 7 trips for the Sixers. Good hands by Kelly, knocking it away to Yabu. 2 on the Sixers in this 2nd quarter. Williams for 3. Pass on both ends.
A little bit of a drop between their first unit and the 2nd unit. Perhaps that has something to do with it, seeing more of OKC's 2nd unit this period. Either way.
Where do guys set up? He says it's the latest in the season he's ever had to drill those kind of organizational fundamentals, and it's just a product of the situation that they're in. He said, quote, I still feel like we're in very early stages on a lot of stuff.
Versus Sixers in this 2nd quarter, Taryn, as we mentioned, after giving up so many to SGA and company in the first. Are they going to give him continuation? That is the question. Yeah, he's so smooth. And unfortunately, a new season high in turnovers in a first half for the Sixers. 13th turn. Shot clock, 2.9 for the Sixers. In it comes to Kelly, knocked away by SGA. Trying to beat the buzzer, and he does. And a turnover by the Sixers. So that number 15 on the night for your Sixers now.
Telegraphing that pass.
Keeping this within striking distance. The lead 14 with 9 to play in the 3rd quarter. SGA flips it up. Nicely done by Hartenstein to adjust to that one in midair and bounce it off the window. 2 for 4 from outside. 6 for 9 from the floor is Edwards tonight. He's leading the way with 14. SGA. 10 for 10 from the floor. His only miss from the free throw line. And that's his first miss from the floor.
Nick Nurse earlier in the week referred to Jeff and talking about how good he's been playing down in Delaware for the G League. Wants to see that translate.
Gilgeous-Alexander sneak it in for another bucket.
Again, this is an opportunity that he normally wouldn't get in the course of the season because of the injuries.
Williams looking to answer back, and he does for OKC.
Just a 3 of 5 from long range.
Kelly knocks it away. Doughton gets down on the deck for it. Good battle between Bona and Hartenstein. Isaiah comes away with it.
Got to stop the ball here.
SGA the pull-up. Pops 17 and counting tonight. Look at Hartenstein off the heel. And Floorboard picked up by SGA. He just wanted that more than Doughton, and Williams with a jam.
Maybe pay off. Nice knockdown from Jeff.
Sixers are right in this one. If they keep fighting, this crowd wants to do everything it can to help these guys out. But this guy
is continuing to the basket. He's got another and one here.
Opening the door for Jokic in that MVP race. Gordon, a couple of power dribbles, has it knocked away by Caruso. I think that's going to be on SGA. Yabu. KC very happy to have Alex back in the fold.
Yeah, it gives him another defender, it gives him more depth, gives him somebody who's good offensively.
Williams.
Or your man is moving.
35 seconds on this third quarter. Kershaw, these fouls.
Guys, they don't want too many guys lining up at the free throw line. They send two guys at the other end of the floor and post up in the corner ready for this exchange.
SGA looking to go coast to SGA with Edwards on him. To his left, had it knocked away, but apparently some contact on his arm in the
The ball on the floor, a little harder work, a little more effort, but it pays off for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Always does. Leads the NBA in free throw / gig savings to learn more. And it's the second. Doughton downhill. Skims off the front of the rim, and Wallace will clear.
Good idea, though, from Jeff. Just didn't finish, but nothing wrong with the effort. SGA goes right into his body.
SGA 12 of 15 from the floor tonight. Decent efficiency. This guy does not settle. Over 15 of his 30 points on drives.
It's a lot of points. Think about that.
Lead back to 16. Gotta imagine these Sixers who have played way more minutes than any of these guys are used to, except for Yabu. As Wallace hits the three. Credit to these Sixers who have played tonight. SGA and the rest of the Thunder starters have not had to play a fourth quarter very often lately.
Almost got that.
Yeah, tried to no-look it into Williams, but Edwards, good hands. Ricky can't connect to Dembona there to lay it up and in. One final shot potentially for the Sixers. Let's see if Jeff does it. All right, he'll just let this one tick out. So the Thunder pick up their 33rd win of the season.